go. Good. Very good. See how he was kind of luggy there in the beginning? Keep making him move that shoulder over until you feel him get light in your hand. Where he's not like this.
At the end of my rides this week, I worked on that whole both ways.
Good. Needs a lot of that. Because that's going to help the tripping. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's a big, big, long horse.
Right.
He's got good angles. His shoulder angle and his hip angle are very similar. But, you know, he's short-legged. And so he's carrying a lot of body weight on those short legs.
Okay.
So, you know, the more you manipulate him around and make him move that shoulder across like that until he gets light in your hand. Now put your hand down. And the more you do that, the better, the lighter he's going to get in his front end. The lighter he gets in his front end, the less apt he's going to be to trip. He starts getting heavy, then you got to start moving him around again.
Okay.
That's the one thing you have to understand, and that nobody does. They don't want to stop moving the horse. You know what I mean? When things start going south, they just keep moving forward. You know what I mean? And you can't do that. You've got to stop. You've got to manipulate that horse's body position and do certain maneuvers that are going to, you know, push a hip in. If he's bearing out on your outside leg, then you've got to work on pushing his hip in off your outside leg. If he's heavy in your hand, you've got to work around getting him to lighten up his front end, to move his feet, move his shoulder across. And then when you feel as though you have those things in order, then you go back out and start riding again.
Okay.
You don't want to just keep riding and having things not be correct and think that, you know, if I do this and I help him, that, you know, by the time he goes around another couple of times, he'll be okay. It doesn't work that way.
Right.
Okay? You have to have the ability to stop doing what you're doing and take the horse apart in sections like this, and then put the horse back together again, and then move on to what you were doing when he fell apart. Okay? If you have the ability to do that, then your horse will be better broke, it'll get broke quicker, and it'll be a lot less stressful on you and a lot less stressful on him, mentally and physically. Because to have a horse keep going around heavy in the front, not balanced, makes it hard for you, but it's physically very demanding of them, and that's when horses go lame. You could take a lot of horses that don't look like they're moving right behind, and people say, oh, gee, he looks short in that leg. Well, yeah, because he ain't balanced. It's not necessarily always a physical problem of a lameness issue. It's got a lot to do with how they're being ridden. And you change that, you change the physicality of the horse, and then before you know it, those issues are gone without any veterinarian intervention. Just getting the horse to move properly.
Right.
That's good. Now you picked at him long enough, now you got to go ask him to do something. Put your hands down and start jogging or something. Just cluck. One cluck. Good. Push him off that inside leg. More. Run that spur right up his belly. Like put it there and lift your leg up, your heel up, till he gets off of it. There you go. There you go. You want that reaction every time you go there. That's it. Good. Now let go. Now ride. And now you're going to fact find. When you're just riding like this, you're riding to see how long not you, he can maintain his balance. Okay? And at what point, if he can't, what's happening when he loses his balance? So these circles, when you put your hand down and you're riding, are a fact-finding mission. Okay? You don't want to get into babysitting land and be helping him around all the time. Every stride he takes, help, help, help. Or pick, 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 and think that's going to fix it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You started him off correctly. So now, because you set him up to succeed, now go ahead and push his belly over a little bit next time you pick him up like that. There. And you'll feel it. I mean, it's bang. It's right there. You're going to feel it every time. Okay?
Yep.
So that's your connection right there. And then he should be, so with your inside leg on him a little more, especially right here, don't lift your hand, just keep your inside leg. Good. See? So now you've used your leg and you've used your hand, okay, properly. The horse reacted properly. So now when you go over there, instead of doing both, do as little as possible, but still make him understand that you want his body ground. Good. Perfect. See what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Okay? Very nice. Very, very nice. And if you're looking for the horse to go like Junior, he's going like Junior right now. So, you know, I mean, this is a show horse. And she don't freaking get it. It's a show horse. You know what I mean? That's a show horse right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be pretty hard to beat in any hunter under saddle class right there. Seriously.
With their heads down in the dirt nowadays.
No, they're not down in the dirt nowadays. They're not like that anymore. They're like that. Okay? They don't want their heads down at their knees anymore. They want it right there. Just like that. Little inside leg right there. Good. If he gets fast, take your outside hand and pull back twice. When you're rounding him up like that, he's not supposed to get fast.
Okay.
That's it. He's supposed to maintain speed that you had going in. Not supposed to slow down and suck back, and he's not supposed to surge forward. Okay? Very nice.
If he's pulling the reins out of my hands, and you know, I'm trying to really go low like that, do I just make?
Then you got to pick him up and push him off your leg again.
Okay.
You got to lift that shoulder up and get that shoulder across and make that rib cage get over. I mean, you're going to feel some pressure in your hand,
Right.
but you don't want him trying to feel like you're carrying all his weight in your two hands. You don't want to feel that. You want to feel a constant, even sort of pressure. Like
Right.
5 pounds would be the proper pressure. Him driving forward into the bridle and dropping his shoulders would be 10 pounds of pressure. So there's always going to be some kind of pressure there,
Yeah.
unless you ride him on the buckle.
Okay.
That means you're connected to the horse.
All right.
Nice. Very nice. Perfect. You can't ask for anything better than that. I mean, that is very consistent, very pretty, perfect pace. You got a little bit where you could ask him to come up more. You know what I mean? It looks like there's still something left in the horse. And he's still at a pace where it wouldn't be bad, it wouldn't be a hard job for him to come down and get slow into a jog. He's right at that nice medium pace. Okay?
Yep.
Try not to fuss with your hands too much when you're going to a space like that. You know, don't gather your reins and then go to a space. Just sit there and just, if you got to lift them, make your hand be very, very slow. If you move your hands ultra slow, then you may not have to go as high as you're going.
Okay.
So you don't want to overdo it if you don't need to overdo it. So don't have to go big all the time. Because then, God forbid, if the day comes where he's being an idiot and you got to go big, you ain't going to have no horse there when you get big.
Right.
You don't want to overuse anything you don't have to at this point. Nice. Very nice.
Do I always have to go up, or can I just pull back a little bit?
Well,
I'll do it on-
you should be able to get him to stay round after you've lifted him.
Yeah.
You should be able to get him to stay round by keeping your inside leg contact there and your inside shoulder back more. And if you go to those two things and he doesn't respond with his body, then you need to go lift him.
Okay.
I don't just automatically go to my hand.
Okay.
I try to ride from my body more than my hands.
Yep.
I don't like seeing horses' faces jerked off. I just don't. I don't think there's any need for it. I think it's overrated. Leg, See, that's rein pulling back, not up, and no leg,
Okay.
okay? And that's why his balance changed, and that's why he tripped.
Okay. I gotta remember to keep leg on him, I'm horrible about that.
Well, yeah, but that's why you need a different pair of spurs,
Right.
you know?
Do you want to hand me my phone and I'll take video too? For the Facebook
Oh, yeah,
page?
please. Oh, which one's yours?
Oh, there
it is. Yeah, we can
Yeah. It's okay. Selection. It's okay.
No sound though. No 3 lessons.
I think we can take the sound off after.
Yeah. Very nice. Woohoo.
Come this way.
Good. Little leg, inside shoulder back. Good. More. Keep it. Don't hold that arc through the middle and then let it get straight as you come off the arc toward me. You've got to keep it the whole way around.
All right.
Keep it right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. That's it. Good. Very good. Nice. Very, very nice. Beautiful. Very pleasurable. Very nice. Keep your train of thought where you need to have it. Don't let your brain get scrambled. You got to concentrate while you're doing this, every stride. Don't take anything for granted.